Hello, in this video I shall be giving the analysis of a topic CBDC, the new monetary system. CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. So this is going to be the future's new monetary system of our country, like many other countries, as the Deputy Governor of RBI recently spoke about adopting CBDC in our country. We shall analyze about it. This is Central Bank Digital Currency, a new monetary system that is going to be adopted. In this, we are going to have digital rupee. Everything will be in the form of digital way. But not everything will also have the physical cash, but digital rupee will also be existing. That is controlled by the central bank or the RBI of India. And this is going also in process in USA, in the European Union and China. So all of these three countries are also trying to create their own central bank digital currencies. The Bahamas is the first country in the world to issue its own digital currency, central bank controlled digital currency. This is some factory about it. We shall see what actually this central bank digital currency is. This is nothing but a digital wallet in which money will be in the form of digital money. So this digital wallet runs with the concept of belief that you accept this digital money with the belief that somebody else will also accept when you pay it. So this is running in the form of with the help of belief. Like so many other private digital currencies, even there are private digital currencies also. Now this is going to be under the supervision of central bank. Unlike these private digital currencies, central bank is going to look after this supervision work about digital currency. This is a kind of fiat currency. Fiat currency is something which you can encash, like you can have the paper note for this digital currency. If you want, you can have the coin out of this digital currency. You can go to bank and you can at any time exchange this digital currency. Fiat currency runs through supply and demand. So this supply and demand has no intrinsic value. So it doesn't have intrinsic value because only when there is supply, only when there is demand, this runs. So no money, no digital currency or no fiat currency, all the paper money we have or all the coins we have, all the cryptocurrency, these do not have any intrinsic value. There are two types of currencies, fiat currency and commodity currency. Fiat currency is not backed by any commodity like the value of gold or silver. It is not backed by these things, but commodity currency is backed by the value of gold or value of silver. So this is something about it. So there is no intrinsic value to this digital currency. And there can be this bank deposit conversion. You can go and take away your money that you deposited in your bank and convert it into digital currency if this CBDC concept comes. And even though this CBDC works, there is also physical cash concept also. It will still work in the country. For example, when you have to exchange money for a DD, demand draft, there has to be only physical cash exchange. So this physical cash will run on par with digital cash. So why this concept of CBDC? Because there is a huge increase in demand for CBDC throughout the world. And as it is a sovereign backed digital currency, there will be huge demand for it. For example, there are these private currencies which are digital in nature and they are highly unregulated. So people, though they want to have digital currency, they are not interested in private currencies because they are unregulated. Now when CBDC is controlled by central bank and it is a sovereign backed currency, people tend to go for that. And the cost of issuing to the bank is also very low. For example, to print a note, a paper, a currency or a coin, there has to be some cost involved in printing and distribution. But whereas the cost of issuing of digital currency is very low to the bank. And there can be easy tracking of digital currency. For example, if a bank prints a coin, it doesn't know from where it goes and from where to what destiny it goes and where it is moving. And so the authorities cannot have any tracking of that coin or that paper note. But whereas digital currency, while it all happens in virtual mode, the authorities can have easy tracking and they can also look after where the money is going from and from where it is coming. So everything will be tracked by the authorities. So this is a positive aspect. And there are some negatives of private currency, like they are unregulated and they are very limited in supply. So because of these private digital currencies, as they have some negatives behind them, the need of central bank backed digital currency is the need of the hour today. So this is the reason why the banks are adopting or the countries are adopting for CBDC. But what are the risks involved in CBDC? When CBDC concept comes, everybody goes to banks and they will tend to withdraw their money from the bank. So this will give them then an idea, like they don't need to store anything in banks because they'll have their digital currency right at their hands, like in the virtual wallet. So this will cause cash deposit fall to the banks. So all the deposits in banks will be withdrawn. So people will not come back and deposit that money again. So there will be fall in the cash deposit of banks. So there will be low cash base to the banks. Cash base is something that bank would possess, upon which it would give loans. So based on the cash base, the banks give loan to people. So as it cannot have this cash base, it will not be able to give good loans. It will the lending capacity of the banks will fall. And when the lending capacity of the banks will fall, it will not have anyone paying it back. When it can't lend, we cannot pay it back. We cannot take the loan and we cannot pay it back. And by what we pay back, the bank will have liabilities. So the bank itself will take loans from other banks. So when it takes loans, it is liable to pay back the loan. So it cannot pay back its own loans. It cannot give loans, or it cannot pay back its own loans. So all of this will be a burden on RBI, and the balance sheet of RBI will bear all these liabilities. So these are called liability balance sheet. Liabilities balance sheet of RBI will be stressed, or it will be burdened because of this CBDT in this indirect way or in this form. So this is some major risk that the RBI or the banks would have when CBDT concept comes. But one thing to be noted is CBDT will not give you any interest like the banks. When we deposit some money in the banks, they tend to give us interest, but there won't be any interest while you save your money in the form of digital currency under central bank. What is the way forward for all of these risks, or what to be done in order to have good effect of CBDC in our country? We need to prevent mass withdrawal. As I've told, due to mass withdrawal, the low cash base, lending capacity falling, and liability increasing, balance sheet liabilities increasing. So all of that can be prevented by preventing mass withdrawal. All of us, while we go and withdraw, that is bad. So this prevention can be done by imposing negative penalties so that people don't run to banks and get their money all at once. We also need to limit the holding of CBDC. Per individual, there has to be a cap of amount. There has to be a cap over the amount they store in this form of digital currency, so that even cash currency or the cash base of the banks will be good. We need to increase the loan creating ability of the banks. As people withdraw money from the banks, there won't be loan creating ability due to low cash base. We need to increase that loan creating ability. So this is something RBI has to take up as a policy, that is to inject money into banks. As the deposits are low, the RBI must give money to these banks. So what is the future of CBDT? Possible future if this is going to be a success. So CBDC is going to replace our cash reserves of banks. So the banks will have cash reserves. So all of that will be in the form of digital form. We can expect this. And digital cash will one day replace the physical cash, by which the banks would possess money in the form of in the electronic form or in digital cash form. So that will give electronic loans to people, and digital currency will be given back to the bank. So when it gives us electronic loans, we take this money and we pay back our loan in the form of digital cash. So everything goes virtually like this. So because of this, we don't demand for cash from the banks. So no cash demand from the people. So the banks will not have this pressure on them that we need cash. So everything is on digital and virtual. So that's how these banks will not have bank run. Bank run is something where banks run out of money or cash in its paper form. So while everything is happening through digital form or in virtual form, there won't be bank run by banks. So this is one positive thing. But there is also a threat to be seen or to be addressed by RBI. That is, there is a threat of rampant money creation by banks. So rampant money creation is in any occasion a bad thing. It should not happen with banks. There will be so much of instability in our economy if there is rampant money creation by banks. So as everything is going digital, and while people are processing digital money and banks are giving electronic loans and digital money is moving, there will be rampant money creation threat which has to be addressed by RBI. So addressing this particular issue and risks, keeping them in mind, if this CBDC concept proceeds further, it is a good thing to any country. So this is some analysis about central bank digital currency, the new monetary system, and thank you.